But let's see how the Wall Street fared and what are the cues to watch out for as far as Indian market is concerned. At least the implied start for Nifty suggests an uptick of almost 0.3%, 90% uptick is what we see coming in on the GIFT Nifty. But the US markets also kicked off a strong week. Remember, we have the earnings for big tech giants Meta and Apple both coming out today. We did see gains of almost 0.5% coming in on S&P 500. We also see Dow that gained 314.6% gains coming in, and Nasdaq Composite also climbed 0.4%. Now, as I mentioned, Apple, Meta and Microsoft were also trading up ahead of their earnings that is scheduled for today. As far as the futures are concerned, stock futures are right now rather flat. After posting those gains, Nasdaq Composite has added 0.2%. Dow Jones is down, though 0.3%, weighed down by the decline in the Unitech Health shares. So that's weighing down Dow Jones as of current moment, and it is mostly flat as far as Wall Street is concerned, as far as the US futures are concerned. But remember, Donald Trump has also announced that he would be imposing or rather raising tariffs on South Korean autos and pharmaceuticals from 15 to 25%. And on the back of that, we do see that impact the South Korean market as well. But that's how the global handover looks like. Good gains coming in as far as Wall Street is concerned.
All right, so that's about the Wall Street action, but a lot of action indeed when it comes to the commodity basket as well as the crude prices as well, because as of now, Brent crude is hovering around that $64 per barrel mark. But along with that, very extraordinary moves yet again when it comes to the gold and silver prices. They continue to touch their record high levels. Just yesterday, we have seen gold climbing above that $5,100 per ounce mark, while for silver, a record level of close to $117 or $118 per ounce mark is what we have seen. But as of now, there has been a massive sell-off when it comes to the silver prices. They are anywhere down between 5 to 6% and at one point in time, on an intraday basis, they even fell 7 to 8%. And as of now, even gold is seeing some bit of a profit booking. Almost a 1% decline is what we are seeing on that precious commodity as well. But yes, all eyes will be on dollar index as well, because the moves in the precious metals and the metal basket overall continues. How the dollar reacts to it is something that we'll be watching out for.
Absolutely, Shrishti is watching out for the precious metals that continue to shine away and the dollar index. But let's move on then. Donald Trump, who has raised the tariffs on South Korean imports to 25%, accusing Seoul of failing to live up to the trade deal that was reached last year. The increase from 15% covers key sectors including automobiles, pharmaceuticals, lumber and other goods. South Korea says it has received no formal notice and is seeking urgent talks with the Washington with its industry minister heading to the US. Now, shares of the major exporters, including Hyundai, fell as the market reacted to this escalation.
And Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney says Ottawa has no plans to pursue a free trade deal with China after Trump threatened to impose 100% tariffs on Canadian exports. Now, Carney said that Canada will respect its obligations under the USMCA trade pact and will not strike a deal with Beijing without informing Washington and Mexico City. Now, the comments follow a limited Canada-China tariff easing earlier this month, which Trump warned could turn Canada into a gateway for Chinese goods into the US.
And French lawmakers have taken the first step towards banning social media for children under 15. France's National Assembly has cleared key parts of a bill backed by President Emmanuel Macron, targeting platforms like TikTok, Instagram and Snapchat. If passed, harmful networks will be completely barred from under 15s, while the limited access to other platforms would require parental approval. The move comes amid rising concerns over children's mental health and follows similar action in Australia as well. The bill still needs Senate approval, with Macron pushing to have the ban in place before the new school year in September.
All right, but with this, viewers, it's time now to slip into a very short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more on the other side.